smells like a winter, and it smells like a wet dog in here, like really nasty wet dog. All right, guys, so what we're doing here is we're doing a walkthrough, figuring out what we want to do, and go over that with you guys. Stephanie's designed a new layout, new kitchen sink, new kitchen cabinets.
I don't know, I just think we should just fill a little bit of paint. We're done.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I mean, look, this is like a see-through fan. That's classy right there. There's like fleas jumping all on my legs. This is gross, so.
Alright, let's
This is what you get when you get a flip. I mean, you buy low and you tear apart everything. That's what you get.
So again, recapping, just tearing out everything out of here. We got some, I don't even know what that is.
Look what I got.
Toast crumbs.
I got more meat for the fleas to eat.
It's the way we roll. So, oven over here is going to get moved around when this wall comes down. We don't want the oven right here, and we're going to find a way to reuse that. I don't really know what it is.
Those bricks are on point.
Classic stuff. So, but come on over this way. Let's go out to what's currently the breezeway, which is going to be turning into the dining room. That's going to lead out to the master suite, master bath, and laundry room. Here, come out
this way. There's a beautiful door.
You're a dog painting.
I wish that was the backyard. I'd get more money for this place. So this is gonna be our dining room. You know, we figured people might be able to sit in the nasty jacuzzi and eat. You know, just 2 for 1. But no, all of this is aluminum siding, so we're gonna reframe the whole thing and make a dining room out of it.
You come out here, take a look at this. Woo. Oh yeah.
With every room it gets just a little bit hotter too. So this will be our master suite, if you can imagine.
So somebody came out here and was like a collector of just fans and chandeliers, lights. We'll have to figure out a way to reincorporate that.
You're standing in the master bathroom.
Yes.
What will be. I'm standing in what will be the laundry room. Yeah, I mean this is disgusting.
So this is our lovely pink and bluish gray 1970s bathroom.
I'm gonna squeeze in here.
Some quality wallpaper and.
So I actually really love these floors. If they weren't this awful pink, I probably would try and keep them. And if we weren't taking this out. But we're going really modern with this one. This one, everything, all the tiles are coming off. We are just gonna completely gut it.
Star is born. This is spare. Look at, here's another little door. There's like a hobbit or something that lived here.
This is a really good sized room though. Like, this is large.
Yeah.
And the floors are nice once we sand them down. I think they'll
sand and refinish them.
Oh my gosh, you can see all the fleas. You know.
Oh, this room is bad. This room is bad. The flea house.
Oh
my gosh.
Goodness.
There's thousands of them in there.
Is the baby okay? Does he have?
He doesn't have any fleas on him.
We got that sweet meat ready.
Oh gosh.
All right, we're gonna go outside now. Bye. Catch you later, flea house.
All right, honey. This is the flea house.
House.
Which
the fleas are indestructible at this place. We have bombed it how many times?
The guy's been out there at least 4 or 5 times.
Guys, it's gross.
$1,600 later.
We have literally had people leave the site, multiple workers leave the site because they're like, the fleas are so bad. But they're almost gone.
That's
There's
why
still a couple.
That's why we're shooting at the dining room table design studio today.
Yeah, this is the Dunedin Treehouse.
All right, what do you got?
So these are the fancy plans, right? That Mark did.
Yes, these are engineer sealed.
So this is the demo side. We have the kitchen where this is the original kitchen. The floor plan was so weird. There was a huge wall on the side. It kind of knocked out all the rooms, and so we decided to go with an open floor plan. So I had we moved the sink to this wall so you could see it out the window.
Okay.
And then we put the fridge here and the range here, and then we knocked down that huge wall. So because of that, I went back to our engineer and I was like, hey, can we also take this wall down in the kitchen? And so he refigured that. Can you guys hear the baby in the background?
Our assistant.
This is truly, you know, just our work studio. We have to bring the baby with us, and that's okay. We have the garage framed out, and it is so exciting because I don't know if you guys remember the before picture. cue the before picture, but it was so dark and so disgusting. I mean, there were like spider webs everywhere, and now when you walk in it, the floor is raised, so it feels like an actual space, and you walk straight from the breezeway into the master bedroom. Yeah. There's a gorgeous like washer, dryer, laundry room. So I'm thinking about putting this one on the floor.
I like that.
Hexagon.
I like the black hex.
It'll be like this really cool modern, but also classic look. And then this is going in the tub surround, because you know I love me some Subway. I can't decide yet if I'm gonna do like herringbone, because you know I like herringbone, but our tile guys sometimes complain about it, and it costs a little bit extra money, so it depends on our budget.
There's 2x6s. I mean, there's stuff going on everywhere here.
Yeah.
Right, so
it's a job site for
Flea
sure.
house looks a whole lot different now.
Yeah, it looks good.
This is looking great, and
so
we are keeping the fan.
Or no, not this one. This one's to get done. But new window over on this side. Yeah. Our beautiful pink tub. It hasn't been put in the dumpster yet.
I want to keep it. We are keeping the fan though.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the see-through fan. Going strong.
It's making it.
So this looks awesome. So yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, the hot tub was over here. And this was all metal. Like it was aluminum siding with some crazy windows that were busted. Yeah. And so we tore all that down, and we put in 2 windows to keep some light in, and put a back door here. And then I came to Justin with a change order and was like, hey, you know that wall? Because remember, this was that beautiful like mural painting that was here. And this was a wall, and we were gonna keep the wall and kind of do like an L-shaped kitchen.
It's okay. Okay. You know what that sound is? That's money being made. That's what that is.
All right, so we are in the old garage, now master suite. This is the entryway to the new master bedroom. So I'm gonna carefully watch your step. But this is great. It's all gotten reframed. I don't know if you guys remember the creepy space that this was. There was a shot of Justin with this like chandelier.
All the chandeliers.
Craziness happening. Yep. They still have to raise the roof about 6 inches, so that it'll kind of go up a little further. Yeah. But not much. This is going to become the new closet back here.
The closet is huge. Didn't realize how big the closet was going to be, and now the closet is just absolutely
It's going to be like this really cool, like, whoa! Like, you can do like a little dance in here, but you'll have like your whole row of hanging closet, and you can kind of walk in here. Someone can put their dresser back here with some short hanging up here. It'll be like someone's dream closet. So they're adding French doors here into this existing, and this is all going to be one really sweet deck. It doesn't look like much right now. You have to kind of use your imagination. That it's going to be one sweet deck that goes from the dining room to the deck, and then the master to the deck. You know, flipping is fun, but it has its challenges, and you have to kind of build that into your budget to where you're not gonna like eat your shorts on your flip, because I think people go into it thinking, oh, it's gonna be really fun, but you don't realize you have to meet code. You have to make sure everything is good for the next, like the buyer. You don't want to give them a problem. You want to make sure everything's right. So thankfully we had a really high margin on this one, and we could fix these things that we found when we started opening stuff up. But we want a family to come in and really make this their home. We don't want to have busted walls or do a half flip like we've seen some people do. We
won't go there.
We're not going to talk bad about people, but we've seen a lot of flippers do that, and we want to have a really nice home for someone where they won't have problems, they won't have allergy issues. It's clean and
all of that.
Pretty.
Let's go into the master.
Yeah. So this will be actually blocked in or reframed in. And it'll become one transom window, which is like a high, skinny window. I think it's 12 by 60. So it'll be really cool. It'll let in light, but it'll be where you could kind of put your bed here, and it'll be really nice.
Yeah,
and
look
then
really good.
The master, I'll walk through it.
In there?
Yeah, look. Dancing on him, baby, dancing on him. So I'm standing, I'm standing where the new closet will be. We kind of showed on that plan that this was the little closet. Yep. This will be the walk-in shower with that beautiful white tile and the navy blue on the floor. Right there will be, over on this side, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, will be the dresser that we're making into the vanity. It'll be a nice double bowl sink vanity, and then your toilet, of course. Here we are at Flea House. We are finally done. It is on the market today, and we're excited to show you.
I'm so excited.
All right,
Let's go. So this is the living room. We refinished the floors in here. We got rid of the see-through.
Do you guys
plant.
remember the see-through
plant?
fan?
See-through.
Sally sold shisha by the seashore. The
Anyways.
see-through fan is now
It's
gone.
Check out this kitchen.
Oh, it's so big.
Where do we even start on this? This is my wife's lovely design right here. Clean subway pattern, the hood. I fought her night and day on doing a more custom hood in here, but as you can see, it just looks absolutely
That was
amazing.
a true fight. With a new build, what I like to do is incorporate, since it feels so new in here, incorporate these old woods and feelings so that it feels like old meets new, so it doesn't feel so stuffy and cold like a new build.
Yeah, this came out nice. White
So
shaker
this-
cabinets. Don
Yeah.
Rickert, our guy over in Dunedin, put together this beautiful. We were thinking about doing cabinets here. We were thinking about matching the island. Instead, we're like, let's bring some more of that warmth in. I think it was a great call. The black pin legs just look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we just kind of picture a family coming around here and, you know, like prepping and hanging out and making this more of just like a family zone. All right, so as we go into the new dining room, I don't know if you guys remember, but this used to be a wall to where Justin is at, and the mural lived here. It was like
The
I don't
dog.
know. It was like a dog chasing
A
a
hound
fox,
chasing a
maybe.
fox. We could pan back to it, that way you see what it was. But it had to go because somebody had laminated it to the wall.
I think it was a better choice anyways.
High five. Good
Good
call
choice.
on that.
So here's the new dining room. I think someone can make this either a dining room, or they can make it into a kid's playroom or an office. You can probably make it an office and a dining
I
room.
mean, this was the hot tub room,
Yeah.
and you came through the double doors right here, and it was like this real ugly, all torn up and nasty room, and now it's clean, it's bright, and it's a
Right.
multi-function
Yeah.
room. We staged it as dining room, but somebody can make it whatever room that they want.
We had to do all new floors from here all the way back to the master suite. And we kind of wanted to match them with the existing hardwoods. And so we did it a little different pattern. We used these wood tiles, wood plank that match the tiles, but are in a fun herringbone pattern. So
Looks great.
yeah, just
Let's
to
go
elevate.
back in. This is a transformation here where the garage was to now it's a master suite. So I'm gonna go this way, but this came out. If I had to toot my own horn on anything, this would be the old toot
So
right
this
here.
room is not pretty, but
Functional.
this used to be that creepy dungeon, the entrance to the creepy dungeon. This is gonna be the washer and dryer. We wanted the buyer to do what they wanted with it. It also has the tankless water heater. Here's the master suite.
Boom.
So exciting.
Come in, double doors, the nice deck out there in between the house.
I just remember back to the photo that I took, and you were in the back of the
I was
dungeon.
standing back here. I was
And
standing
it was
right
so
about
dark
here.
and dank, and there were these like nasty chandeliers hanging, and there was like spider webs. We ended up tearing out the roof and redoing almost all of it.
Do these double doors look familiar?
And then these used to be in the kitchen, so we reused them. They're gorgeous. We sanded them down, reused them, repurposed them. They were the ones that were from the kitchen to the breezeway.
To the breezeway.
Yeah, so, and then we did a custom closet here, which is giant. I mean, what woman or man would not want this huge closet?
It smells so good in here too. Like it smells like, it's like a, no, she put like some kind of fragrance in here. It smells delightful. And so she repurposed this vanity here, which I think came out absolutely gorgeous for a master bathroom. The his and hers, there's plenty of room in here to where both can work. The brushed gold, I think this is really classy. I think this look is gonna be around for a while. Not like the old gold from the 80s, but the brushed gold. Mirrored it with some nice sconce lights, beautiful mirrors. So you got the his and hers mirrors going on. And then the master shower, gorgeous, just white offset tiles in here, navy blue, tying the navy blue to the vanity on the design, and then going with the brushed gold or brushed brass, whatever you want to call this. But it all just kind of ties together really, really nicely.
Off of the master suite, we built a deck. There's also entrance from the dining room, which is really exciting.
This deck is just a nice little feature.
Yeah.
that you
And,
have off
like,
your master.
Look up for a minute. Look
Yeah,
how
the trees.
gorgeous this is.
This was just
Oasis.
dirt. This was dirt before that just wasn't utilized.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't too costly. I think we have about 20 boards here that created the deck, but it's beautiful.
All right, we're gonna show you the other 2 bedrooms and bathroom. We'll start with the Flea room first. So I don't know if you guys remember, but this was the room that we got evacuated out of.
Yeah,
we were talking
right here, and I'm like, what is that?
And I like bolted to the door. I was like, out of here! So this one, it was uneven. The window, it's like they flanked the front door, and one of them was 96, and this one was like
72.
It was so weird, and you could tell the difference, and I had to make them the same.
It bothered her to where I had to reframe this wall, siding,
Yes.
do it. So,
And like, it's so quiet in here.
yeah, you don't hear anything.
And there's 2 windows. Yeah, so this is one of the bedrooms. This beautiful bathroom. Oh.
The pink tiles on the floor.
Yes, my pink tiles are gone. And your creepy door is gone. They took that out. Little closet, new door. So yeah, we just did, this looks out to the cool deck. And then this view is beautiful too. You can see a tree, kind of the neighbor's yard, but it's beautiful in here. All right, so let's talk numbers for Flea House. Ding, ding. Well, actually, we should talk about how we acquired Flea House too. We were driving from our other property. Right down the street, and we were going to lunch, Cracker Barrel, and we were at the light. We stopped at the light, and there happened to be a sign for an open house, and we're like, we have a couple minutes, let's go look at it. And we came in, and we immediately put an offer in.
We were like, let's do this. We bought this house for $117,000. We were budgeting in the 70s. We ended up in the low 80s on this, so we're all in right at about $200,000 for the house 3-2 split plan. And we just listed it for $299. We listed it below what they wanted to list it for. It actually would have gone about $310, $315. But we wanted to hit those buyers that were around the $300,000 mark. So it's not all about the dollars for us. We want to put out a good product, but we also want to put out an affordable product.
Yeah.
And if we can put a nice family in here for that $300,000 mark, we're good all day long.
Yeah.
So that's it. We love you guys. You can hear the little one in the background. That's how you know it's time to go.
Bye, guys.
See you on the